Welcome to yet another episode of the Economic Times Cutting Chai Stories, a series of conversations with CXOs and business leaders over chai or coffee, if that's your preference, brought to you by ETH, where we talk about their lives, hobbies, interests, and touch upon various other topics. The urgency and pressure on business leaders as they navigate the COVID-19 pandemic has been immense. And right now, we are in the midst of the second wave. These business leaders have been constantly monitoring myriad ways to ensure that their respective companies stay on course in the new normal. The incredible demands placed on them makes us often wonder how they have time for family, hobbies, or any personal downtime. And let's not forget that they are mere mortals. This initiative by ETH is aimed to create a deeper connection with them and to get a sense of what business leaders of several prominent companies do when they are not in business mode. Today, I have with me Milind Varerkar, General Manager and Head Information Technology, Saraswat Cooperative Bank Limited. Milind, welcome to ET Cutting Chai Stories.
Thank you, Ivan.
Great. So, my first question for you, in your long and illustrious career, there must have been several influences. What I want to ask you upfront is, who is your friendly ear? Someone who listens to you without judging you, has been or currently is?
If I have a friendly ear and also someone who gives me a frank and fair opinion, is my wife.
Okay.
So, it's like I go open up, the kind of pressure jobs the CIOs are in.
Absolutely.
So, over a period of time, I have found that whenever I go to her, she gives a patient listening. She also has been very candid with her views on whatever I tell her or whatever. Sometimes even if I don't tell her, she makes out what I want to say. So my wife has always been good support, and she also has been, doing a good contribution to what I'm being. And that helps, at times you are sure about whom you can look up to, whom you can go back to. So a
Absolutely.
lot of things I have shared with my wife, and she has been a patient here. She also is giving me a earful also at times.
Wonderful. Yeah, great. Excellent. Resource at home, home minister, yeah, patient ear, and sometimes a earful. Yeah, I know that was meant in jest. Okay, great. On that note, let's go down memory lane. And if you could, I know there's not much time. We have many questions to ask you, but if you would quickly tell us about your early years, the formative years, school, college, the influences. What were your dreams then, and what were your ambitions? Could you take us through that journey, Milind?
Yeah, my education, school education has been in the vernacular medium, Marathi medium, and in fact, I was from the first batch of 10th SSE. Before that,
Okay.
it was all 11th SSE. So 1975, we passed
Yes.
out 10th SSE, and then, of course, the later on years, I joined commerce streamline, and then lot of more than the academic activity, I was also involved into other cultural activities in the college, some sports activity. I used to play badminton also. So this with that, one more thing also happened around that time. I was also a member of British Council Library, and I was hooked on to reading a lot. And that really helped me, because then
Okay.
it opened up a lot of areas for me. And then I could, I was a voracious reader, and I was really hungry to absorb all the knowledge that was there. So that has still stayed with me. And, I have got hordes of books at home, also in the office, and now I am tempted to go on Kindle to just save the space. So, but
Yes.
that really has helped me, and this trait I have borrowed from my mother. My mother was a good reader, and she used to read a lot of good stories. She used to read a lot of good books, and she also used to share with me those books. So that habit I have picked up from my mother, and it has stayed with me till date. And that really has helped me in becoming what I am today. Reading into various literatures, various thoughts, various thought leaders, and various even some stories of World War IIs also help you to think over, ponder over situations of emergencies. So that
Sure.
all goes into you and it makes you a person. But I'm largely influenced by what my mother's teaching has been, what she used to share with me. So I would say I have her influence on me a lot.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Uh, Milind, we're all human beings. We all go through good times, not so good times, and sometimes hard times. Uh, you've had a long journey. I'm sure there must have been some very tough and hard times. What were those hard times in life that left you a better person after those hard times passed away? And could you explain how?
Yes, there are two incidents I would like to say here. One is was when I lost my father. That was
Okay.
very early at my age, and I was just 22, just passed out of college, and this tragedy happened. And till that time, I was largely dependent and on the family. And the those years, you are carefree, you are trying to do things on your own. So, but that incident made me somber and also took the responsibility of the family. So that one incident has stayed with me. And second incident, of course, was around 2000, where
Okay.
after working for about 18 years, I thought that I am wise enough to start on my own. And then I started my own consultancy, and I tried a lot in that sense, and I went solo during those times. But those were the times when you realize what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and what your how limited you are in your resources, or whether you will be able to manage things on in a way where an entrepreneur is expected to work. But unfortunately, that didn't work out for me. And then again, I got back into the services. So, but these two incidents have profoundly left a mark, and it also has helped me in understanding if anybody comes to me expecting something, and then I realize that yes, I have gone through this, and I must do something, whatever in my capacity for that person. So I try to help people as much as possible because
Yeah.
that is something which I have experienced personally.
Hmm. Hmm. What you've just enumerated are life lessons that cannot be found in any books.
Correct.
And depending on how your attitude is and the way you look at it, is you can either, crumble under the pressure or you can come out a better person. And I think that's also very important. Thank you for sharing that with us. Uh, Milind, what is, if you were the IT head of India, what is one thing you would do if you were the IT head of India?
Oh, wow, that's a big one. Uh,
Let's go for it.
then-
Tell us.
uh, what I would like to do is I would uh, I would give my preference to using the technology to improve the healthcare in India, because
Okay.
that is one area which we feel we as a nation we need to substantially improve. Though, healthcare facilities may be good in cities and tier two cities, but with the given situation, we are into the second wave of pandemic. We are seeing that how it is spreading into the rural areas where facilities are not up to the mark and people are really suffering. So, you can use the technology to ensure good facilities can be provided, understand the requirements of a particular region, and uh, even predict the kind of supplies that you need to provide to them. So that is one thing which on priority we can do, use a technology to improve healthcare in the nation.
Sure, sure. Uh, Another question for you. What would be your message for millennials, especially today, who are prone to stress, depression, anxiety, and the environment is really not conducive to anything positive? Uh, so what would be your message? With the wealth of experience that you have.
Yeah, even I have seen this with my team members also. We have a very young team we are working with, and over almost a year, people are working from home, or people are left stranded in their place, working all alone. So
Yes,
that really bogs you down at times if you are not mentally strong. But I don't mean that mentally strong is a asset, or not being strong is a negative thing.
yeah,
But I would really definitely tell everyone that please seek help, please talk to people, please share your experiences, share your anxieties, and try to collaborate with others as much as possible. Don't feel shy, don't feel hesitant to come up with your whatever anxiety is. It's not a weakness. Everybody has weaknesses. Everybody is not strong. Even we also feel at times. But we need to
yes.
communicate. We need to talk to those people, help them out, ensure that they feel attached. So that is what I would tell these guys.
Wonderful. Thank you. So thank you so much, Milind, for sharing your wisdom, both at a personal level and a professional level. I'm sure there are a lot of important takeaways for all of us who are watching this video. With that, I'd like to move on to uh, a segment which is called the one word, one line answer. I will ask you a series of questions, and you're supposed to answer in one word or one line. If it's 3 words, I'll mention, you can answer it in 3 words. So it's going to be a fun, uh, section. And, there are no wrong answers. There are only right answers. So I want you to have fun. So are you ready, Milind?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, great. What's your favorite meal or dish?
My favorite dish is curd rice.
Ah, yeah, yeah, a dish for all occasions. Uh, what is a quality or trait that you admire most in people?
Honesty.
What is your favorite holiday destination?
Holiday destination is my native place, Goa.
Ah, wonderful. I think half of India likes that. what's what's something that will always be in fashion no matter how much time passes?
You got me off there.
Does not matter. We'll move on to the next question. If you
Yeah,
can get an answer to this, interrupt me at any time and answer it.
definitely.
Okay. Uh, for you, which is the most admired Indian company?
Tatas.
Okay, wonderful. Milind, if your name were a logo, what would its tagline be?
My name was a logo. My tagline would be technologist with a heart.
Ah, lovely. Wonderful. Would you rather be in jail for a year or lose a year of your life?
Well, being in jail is not a good idea. So I'll prefer to lose a year in my life.
Absolutely. Okay. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
Oh, I would be a mango tree. I love mangoes.
Mango tree. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah, because you can eat the fruits of the tree also, not just the tree. Do you question things even if it will bother someone? Or are you a person who does not try to rock the boat?
So I do ask questions if it is pertaining to, you know, if that kind of situation is disturbing and it is, I feel that this could be harmful to an environment or it could be harmful to persons, then I definitely ask questions.
So you use tact, is what you say.
Yes.
Be very tactful depending on the situation. Okay, great. If you could live in someone's head for 15 minutes, who would you choose?
I'll prefer to live in the head of for 15 minutes for any head of state so that I can influence the decisions for 15 minutes.
Okay. Any particular head of state?
Any head of state.
Okay. 5-day cricket or T20s?
Well, both are beautiful in their own sense, and they are.
You have to choose one.
Okay, 5-day cricket.
Mother or wife? Choose one.
That's a tough one. Fortunately, both are not there, so I can say wife.
Wonderful. Okay. Money or fame?
Fame.
The money will follow.
Yeah.
If you're famous, the money will follow.
Yeah.
Smart choice. Intelligent or funny? When you look at people and company, intelligence is something that attracts you, or somebody being funny?
Intelligent.
Okay. Which 3 people, living or dead, they could be fictional characters also, would you like to have a cutting chai conversation with? If you had to choose 3, historical, anybody, or current.
Okay. I would like to have chai with Amitabh Bachchan.
Okay.
I also would like to have chai with Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Great choice.
3 you said, no? And
Yes.
third person would be Lata Mangeshkar ji.
Ah, what fun. I can imagine this discussion. Kindly complete this sentence, Milind. Life is incomplete without dash.
Life is incomplete without compassion.
Wonderful. And on that note, I'd like to thank Milind Varerkar, General Manager and Head IIT Saraswat Cooperative Bank Limited, for sharing his thoughts and views with us, both at a personal level, at a professional level, and even at a philosophical and spiritual level. I'm sure there are some very important takeaways from what Milind has shared with us. Milind, thank you for your time, and we wish you and your organization and your family the very best going forward. Thank you.